Good morning, I'm Angie and welcome to Yoga with Angie. Thank you for joining me this morning, and as always, thank you so much for following along. I hope you're enjoying this journey as much as I am. So today I really want to focus on yoga to help you feel empowered. So a lot of times we tell ourselves these limiting beliefs and we think that we're not able to do something, maybe break free of some hold against us, this negative hold, that negative self-talk we're telling ourselves, and maybe we're unable to break through that. And so this practice today is to help us feel alive again, feel inspired, and to feel empowered to be able to move forward in the direction that we choose for our lives. Grab your mat, get into something comfortable, and I'll meet you here on your mat. So I'm starting out today in a seated position, and I have just a block right underneath my tailbone, and I'm using that to just kind of elevate my seat a little bit. So in case you have knees that are sore, you can always use either a blanket, maybe just like roll it underneath your tailbone in between your feet, or just sit in a comfortable seated position, whatever feels good for your body this morning. So we're gonna just take this time to just ground ourselves in our practice. Maybe just gently place your palms on your knees, on your thighs. Close your eyes, let your spine grow nice and tall. Root it into your mat as the spine grows tall, all the way through the crown of your head. Feel the crown of your head just lift, like a string is pulling all the way up from the base of your spine and through the crown of your head. Now draw those shoulder blades down and back. And let's just start by taking some breathing exercises, grounding us here in our practice. Whatever time of day you're doing this, morning, noon, night, just taking that time to ground yourself and be here and present. So let's start by taking a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let it all out. One more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it all out. As we continue taking that breath in through the nose, seal the lips and draw that breath all the way back down through the back of the throat, and feel that breath as it drives all the way down in through the base of your spine. Really letting go of all of the air in the belly. So you really want to try to drive out all of that stale air on each exhale as you drive that breath all the way back down, and really feeling that belly button come in as you draw that last breath or that last bit of stale air out of the belly. So we should be able to feel the belly rise on the inhalation and feel it fall and sink in on the exhalation. Noting the changes in the body between the inhalation and exhalation. And as you continue with your breathing, as you take your inhale, deep breath in, pause at the top of that inhalation, just for maybe a second or two, and then finally finish out your exhale. Each time, maybe taking a little bit longer pause at the top of that inhalation before you take your exhalation. As you're finding your breath and continuing with your breathing, what is that limiting belief that you may be telling yourself? I'm not good enough, not capable. Whatever it may be in any area of your life. I want you to think of that one thing that you want to improve improve or you want to be good at. Maybe it's just wanting to eat healthy. You know, letting go of that limiting belief that you're unable to eat healthy or you're unable to give up sugar, whatever it may be. Telling yourself you can. Whether it's telling yourself you're not good enough for that relationship. Feeling empowered that you are. You are enough. Whether it's telling yourself that you're maybe a bad test taker. Telling yourself you are capable. You can do this. This morning we're letting go of those limiting beliefs. Breaking through, telling ourselves a new message. What is that message you're replaying in your mind? Replace it. Replace it with a new message. I am enough. I am capable. And start by reaching that right arm all the way up, in line with the ears, and then taking a big circle as you take that right arm all the way back down and around. Same with the left. As you inhale, reach and extend that left arm overhead and all the way back down and around. Let's do 2 more each side. Right side, inhale, reach. Exhale, draw back. Left arm, inhale, reach. Tell yourself that new story as you take each inhalation. And as you take each exhalation, repeat it and send those vibrations and those words out into the universe. Pausing those palms, maybe at your knees, take that right ear, just let it fall over to the right shoulder. Let your head fall heavy, keeping your spine nice and long, nice and tall. And as you inhale, come back through to center and drop that left ear to the left shoulder as you let the head fall heavy here. And next inhale, come back through center and take those palms and just place them behind the hips or maybe in line with the feet. As you inhale, draw your chest forward, press your fingertips into the mat. Draw your pelvis forward, draw the shoulder blades back and away. Open up your chest, draw your chin towards the ceiling, let your head fall. And as you exhale, round out those shoulders, let the head fall heavy. So sorry about the sirens, that's what you hear when you're in the city. Open up the chest, press down through those fingertips, open up the chest. And as you exhale, draw down. Let's take one more here, inhale. And as you exhale, round it out, draw that belly button all the way in. And let those shoulders just become really heavy here. And next inhale, come back up through center. Take those hands out in front of you, interlace the fingers, press those palms away. As you inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead, maybe keeping the inside of those inner elbows in line with your ears as you press those palms away. Deep breath in, let the spine grow tall. Find that length as you press those palms away. And exhale, release. Bring your palms back down to your mat And let's work your way over into a tabletop position. I'm just going to keep this block handy to the side or nearby. And we're going to start in a tabletop position here. So here we're just going to do some modifications to a cat-cow. You want to keep your hips stacked over your knees. And our modifications to the cat-cow today, I want you to really work through your spine rotations. So maybe working through moving that tailbone from the right to the left. Maybe that's your first start. And maybe you add an arch here. Working through some circular motions. So just taking it at your own pace and really letting the body just be loose here. There's no perfect form or way you should be doing this. The goal here is just to move the spine in as many directions as possible. And really just feel the movement here. Let your body move with what feels good. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then come back into center. And then walk your hands over to the right, but keep your hips stacked over your knees. So you're going to walk your palms over the right, hips stacked over your knees. Walk your palms forward. Let your head fall between the inner elbows. But keep your hips stacked over your knees so you're really opening up the upper back and shoulders. So you want to breathe into those areas of tightness. Let's take 1 more breath here. Walk your hands back up through center and walk them over to the left side of your mat. Really reaching over to that left side, extending those palms forward and then letting the head fall between the biceps. So you're just kind of working through here, keeping those arms extended, hips stacked over your knees. You're really feeling the neck and the shoulders open here. Release with each breath. One more breath here. And next inhale, walk your hands back through to center. And let's take child's pose for a moment. Knees wide, palms come forward. Let your chest just fall on or in between the knees or maybe on top of the knees. Press your palms into the mat. Taking a moment here to set your intention. Set your intention for the day. Change that story, that tune. Make it a new one. Make it what you want it to be. Feel empowered to change and live your life the way you want to live it. And when you're ready, moving up back into a tabletop. Let's curl the toes under, press down through those palms. Let's take our first downward dog. Lift the hips high. Let's pedal through the feet. Just really start to opening up the backs of those calves, working into the ankles, maybe lift up onto the toes, and let the head fall heavy between the biceps. Just pedal out those heels, right to left. Yourself 2 more breaths here. It's a great way to stretch it out in the morning and just feel empowered to be able to take this pose however you feel is best for your body. There's no right way to do it in yoga. You're never doing it the wrong way. You're just doing it your way. And that's the great thing and beauty about yoga. So we never want to say we can't do something, because we can. So last breath here. Let's take that right foot all the way to the front of our mat. Line it up right between our palms. Keep those back toes curled under. We're going to squeeze the inner thighs and we're going to work our way right up into a high lunge as you reach and extend the arms overhead. So press back into that left heel here. Deep breath in, find a long spine here. And as you exhale, right arm comes back, left arm comes forward, just so find that balance. So you want to twist the entire torso, that entire middle section of the body. You're finding your balance here as you take that twist over to the right. So pressing through those palms, squeezing those inner thighs together. As you inhale, come back through to center. Reach and extend those arms overhead. And as you exhale, bring your palms together and hold here. Deep breath in. Exhale, sit back into those heels. Next inhale, step into that right foot. Both feet come to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. Deep breath in, open up the chest, mini back bend here. Exhale, press those palms away and find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen that spine. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. And on the exhale, step back into your plank pose. Palms directly underneath your shoulders and slowly work your way down onto your mat. Palms directly underneath those shoulders. Inhale, lift the chin and chest off of your mat. Press those palms away. Draw those shoulder blades away from the ears. Keep your chest nice and open here. And as you exhale, take those knees wide and press your hips back into your heels and take your child's pose. Let your head fall heavy here for a moment. Giving yourselves a few breaths, checking in. And when you're ready, working your way back into your downward dog. So curl those toes under, lift the hips high, press back into those heels. Next inhale, take that left foot forward, press back into that right heel, so line that left foot up. Really press into that left foot, squeeze those inner thighs, and come into your high lunge on the left side. Reach and extend those arms back. Take those arms, those inner elbows right on the sides of those ears. Deep breath in as you reach. As you exhale, take that left arm back, right arm forward. Find your twist over that left side. Really rotating the full trunk, engaging in that core as you find that twist, finding your balance here. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into the lunge as you find your twist. Deep breath in. And next inhale, come back to center. Bring those palms to heart center, sit back into those heels. Really press into that left foot. Next inhale, take a big step all the way up to the top of your mat. Reach and extend the arms overhead. Exhale, press those palms away and find your fold. Grab the backs of those ankles, bend into the knees, let the chest fall heavy onto the knees here. Let's extend the legs long and continue to drive the chest into the thighs. Bend into the knees. Let's take one more here. Extend. One more here, bend. And extend. Release those palms. Right foot meets the left in your plank pose and slowly work your way down onto your mat. Let's take mini cobra here as you inhale. Peel your chin and chest off your mat, drive those shoulder blades away. And as you exhale, take those knees wide and press back into your child's pose. And when you're ready, working your way back up into your downward dog. Remember, you can always take your time here. Take whatever you need. Whenever your body is feeling ready, then you just take the next step. Let your head fall between the biceps. As you inhale, this time reach and extend that right leg back. Right foot comes all the way to the front of your mat. Reach and extend the arms overhead. Deep breath in here. Exhale, take that right arm back, left arm forward, find your twist. This time as you inhale, come back to center. Take those palms to heart center. Here you go, you can do this. Press down into that right foot. Take all of your weight onto that right foot and hop up onto that right foot as you extend that left leg back. Drive your chest forward. Press into that left heel. Finding your balance here on that right side. Continue to drive the chest forward. If you want to take the arms, bring them to the sides or overhead. Reach and extend those arms overhead, whatever feels good for you today. From here, continue to drive your chest forward and take that, maybe your block or maybe your fingertips to your mat, or just about maybe 1 foot over to the right side of your right foot. Press down into that block with your right palm and reach and extend that left arm to the sky. Maybe take your gaze over those left fingertips as you can. Lift into that left hip, press into that left heel. Bend into the right knee. Reach and extend that left shoulder back a little bit deeper here. And as you exhale, find your fold at the front of your mat. Let your head fall heavy. Next inhale, slowly rise up. Reach and extend the arms overhead. And as you exhale, bring your palms to heart center here. Checking in with yourself, your center. Believing that you can do it. You are capable, you are enough. Next inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. And as you exhale, find your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, step back into your plank pose. Slowly work your way down onto your mat. Inhale, mini cobra here. Exhale, you can press back into your child's pose or work your way back into your downward dog, whichever you prefer. And when you're ready, maybe moving back up into your downward dog. Let's press back into those heels. Next, inhale, extend that left leg long. Left foot comes all the way to the front of your mat. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Reach and extend the arms overhead. And from here, exhale. Take that left arm back. Or rotate that left shoulder back. Inhale, come back through to center. Bring those palms to heart center. And from here, you can do it. Press into that left foot. And you're going to hop this right foot off the mat. As you inhale, come forward, press into that left foot, bend into that left leg, and extend that right leg back. Keep your hips nice and square here. Chest is open, and once again, you can play with your arm movements if you want them to the side or forward at heart center. And then when you're ready here, take that block over to the left side of your left foot and reach and extend that right arm to the sky. Maybe take your gaze beyond those right fingertips. Keep flexing into that right foot as you hold here. Really drive that right hip open. One more breath here. And exhale, take it all the way back into your fold. Let your head fall heavy here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step back into your plank pose. Work your way down to the mat. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, push up, press back into your downward dog here. Let's take it on the right side once again. Inhale, reach and extend that right leg back. Right leg comes forward. Inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. This time here we're holding, reach and extend, and let's take both feet parallel. Inhale, reach and extend those arms overhead. Exhale, bend into the knees. Take those elbows wide. Left elbow comes down to the left inner thigh. Reach and extend that right arm over the left side of the body. Inhale, come back to center, bend into those knees. Inhale, reach up, extend those legs long. Exhale, bend into the elbows. Inhale, I am enough, reach. Exhale, bend into the elbows. Inhale, I am capable, reach. Exhale, bend into the elbows. Let's take one more here. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bend. Drop that right elbow into the right thigh. Reach and extend that left arm over the right side of the body. Inhale, back to center. Take that right foot, bring it all the way forward. Inhale, reach and extend both arms overhead, coming back into your lunge. Both hands come down to the mat. Right foot meets the left, and slowly work your way down into the mat. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, push up. Press back into your downward dog. Press back into those heels, lift the hips high. Let your head fall heavy. One more breath here. This time extend your left leg long. I'm gonna watch that here behind me. And take that left leg all the way to the front of your mat. Come up into your high lunge as you reach and extend the arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, take that left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, come back into center. Bring those palms to heart center and then take those feet parallel facing forward. Bend into the knees. Take those elbows wide. Deep breath in. Inhale, reach up. Extend the arms overhead. Exhale, bend to the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Extend arms and legs. Exhale, bend. One more here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Sink low here. Bring those palms to those inner thighs, inner knees. Maybe take those toes pointing out. Take a big twist over that left shoulder as you press into that right thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let's twist it over to the right. Inhale, come back through to center. As you inhale, start to bend into the knees. Inhale, and then reach and extend the arms overhead. Take that left foot facing forward. Rotate that back foot. Come back into your warrior two, and then work into your lunge. That's usually the easiest way to get back. Inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Right foot meets the left, and slowly work your way down to the mat. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, let's push back into child's pose. Check in with that feeling. What is that feeling you desire, you achieve to desire today, the rest of the week for your life? Check in with that feeling. Tell yourself, rewrite the script. Tell yourself that new story. And we're going to close today in child's pose. So letting your head fall heavy, maybe just rolling the forehead out on your mat. Maybe walking the palms over to the right side of your mat, and then over to the left. And then just pausing here. Giving yourself that moment. Honoring your strengths, honoring your body, honoring your vision for what you want for your life. Bringing your palms together right at the base of the neck as you bend into the elbows.
Let's rewrite the script today and going forward. Telling ourselves those encouraging, empowering thoughts and words to take us through the rest of our day and our week. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.